Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 4 of Life with Friends. So good to see you here.
Good to see you too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so where do we start, right? First, I wanted to ask you. So you are a songwriter and you are a singer, correctly?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So when did you start singing? When did it connect for you that you loved singing?
I always used to sing when I was younger. I actually, like, when I was younger, I wanted to be an actor. Don't know why. But then, like, I always used to sing. And then when I was 15, I finally, like, went out and started singing. I just gained courage. And from then, I've really been performing since 15.
Wow,
I would say.
That's a long time. Did anybody in your family sing or something?
I mean, my mother sang. My grandmother used to sing like French opera and stuff like that, but it was never like professionally. They just did it.
Right.
But yeah, it was never like I think to the extent that I do it. Actually, I do have a cousin that performs too, but that's about it. It's not like it's
Like
never
everyone.
like I don't think it's meant to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the special one. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm like, here I am. No,
I love it though. Did you go to school for singing?
no, in high school I started doing choir. I actually, when I went to start performing at 15, I had auditioned for, I don't remember if it was for choir or for like I think it was actually for a drama class, but you had to like do a song as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the choir teacher was like, I want you in my chorus next year. And like I ended up just doing choir, and that's how I kind of like really honed into like my singing.
Wow.
And but I never went to school for it though. I I went to college to study music education, but I didn't obviously that didn't work out, so I'm here now. But
So here you are,
but,
and I love it.
here I am.
Oh, that's awesome though. And so what's your background?
As far as nationality,
Yeah.
okay, so my mom's Haitian and my dad's white.
Okay.
I say it like, I mean, he's Polish, but like, like he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't like resonate like with what he is. It's just more like, Caucasian. But a lot of people usually think I'm like Dominican or I get Puerto Rican even sometimes too.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
guess it's because of my hair. So I guess that kind of like throws people off. But but yeah.
Has your family always been supportive of your singing and your career?
Yeah, I would say they have. I mean, because I've been doing it for so long. And I think it's like, it wasn't one of those things where I was just like, oh, I want to do this. And then I would like constantly change my mind. I think it's like once I started performing, I was like, this is what I want to do.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't start really songwriting until like I got older. So it was really just performing at that one point. But yeah, they've always been supportive. I think they want to, I think supportive to a fault sometimes. I think like they are sometimes more protective, which isn't a bad thing. But they want to make sure that like whatever I'm doing is like, obviously gonna help my career and stuff. So they are supportive in that sense. Yeah, they really try to look out for my best interests.
That's so
And
beautiful.
yeah.
That's beautiful. Do you remember the first song you ever learned to sing?
I'm sorry, I'm not crying. By the way, too, it's just like the fan is like hitting me and like my eyes keep watering. So I'm like, you're like asking these questions, and each time I'm just like, yeah.
If you want me to move forward to another question,
yeah, yeah. I'm like, this is very hard. So my parents actually, I mean, like I said, I've always been singing, but I started performing when I was 15. So like I was singing prior to that. Wow. No, just kidding. My parents were 24. I was 4 years old, and that's when that's when they got married. So I sang, what's that song by Celine Dion? It's uh the I'm trying to remember what it's called. Because You Love Me, I think that's what it is.
Because You Love
From
Me. Oh,
Celine Dion.
I
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
song. Such a beautiful
At
song.
like 4 years old.
Wow.
Belting it out.
That's incredible. So you were around a lot of good music, would you say, with your family?
I would say so. I think I got brought up more into like, um, my mom used to listen to a lot of Shania Twain, so I used to listen to that a lot. Um, my dad used to listen to a lot of like 90s R&B and stuff like that too. And they used to listen to a lot of freestyle music too. So like that was something I really liked to listen to with them as well. It was like a lot of freestyle music, which is like funny because like I'll ask people like, do you know this song? They're like, no. I guess like freestyle is not as popular as I thought it was.
Like what song? Can you give me an example when you say freestyle?
Like you're like, can you sing for us? No, I'm just kidding.
Sing me a song.
No, it's the like there's one that that you're my dream girl.
Yeah.
Show me you love it. Like that's
I love
freestyle.
that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Like they listen to a lot of stuff like that. And an 80s rock. My dad loves 80s rock, so he listens to a lot of like Journey and Queen
Bon
and
Jovi.
all the Bon Jovi. Yeah, so yeah, that was definitely like his niche.
Wow.
So, and then Fleetwood Mac too, so that's another one. But
when you started, being a singer, it's not the easiest career, right? Because so many people want to sing, so many people want to be known. Were you ever afraid of, launching yourself as a singer and songwriter, or were you always confident of your talent and your gift?
I think there's always that sense of fear. I don't think it ever goes away. I think like it's gotten better, I will say that. I don't think I was ever really confident in my voice. And I think once people told me that I could sing, I think I held on to that. And I felt like that became like my identity. And like, I was like, okay, if like I don't sound good, then like, what else is there to me,
Wow.
So I think like as time progressed, I think I started to kind of love myself a little bit more and be easier on myself. And I think that is more so the scarier part of, being a musician. It's not necessarily like, trying to make a career out of it, because I feel like either way, I'm going to make it happen. But I think it's more of being scared of being vulnerable, because being an artist, you have to be yourself. And I think that's always scary, because you don't want people to ridicule you. You don't want people to criticize your work, because it's so important to you. And I think that never goes away. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as fear, I think that's something that always like sticks. So I don't know if I ever grow out of it. I think I learn how to handle it in certain ways, but that fear will always evolve into something new, I think.
Right. I think you have a lot of talent. I know you have a lot of talent. And I think it's great that you are a singer, but you're also a songwriter. I think there's always power in that. So when did you write your first song?
I think I was probably 19 or 20. I think I was 20 years old. I started writing. It was a friend of mine had asked if I wanted to be a part of this song he was doing. And I was like, I've never done this before. I just wrote a chorus. And it was kind of like, I don't know if I really consider that as like writing my first song, because like it was like kind of basing off like another chorus. It was like, okay, so pretty much like the song was like a Beyonce song. He was rapping on the verse. It was kind of like we were making like our own like cover or remix to it. And so like I kind of based the chorus off the original melody. Ooh, what type of dog is that?
My dog's crazy.
What?
Biggie, please don't do this. Please don't. He sounds like a pit bull, but he is this little creature.
Little Bean! He's so cute.
Look how he gets. He thinks he's like the security of the apartment. How cute is he? You're a cute
is he a
dog.
Cocker Spaniel?
He's a
Oh no, he's not
cavapoo.
a oh,
Cavalier
I just
cavapoo.
zoomed it.
You
He's
see the
so
ears
cute.
are
Yes. Yes.
cavalier, and his other whole body and face is a poodle.
So he
But
doesn't
he's
shed.
soft. Yeah, he does. He
Oh, he
actually
still
does.
sheds.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All over the place. Oh, okay, wait. Give me 1 second.
You're good. You're good.
Ziggy? Okay. Okay. Okay, and we're back. Give me 1 second. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we were talking about the song you wrote for the first time, the chorus.
Yes. So it was kind of like I said, just like a regular like it was a Beyonce song, and it wasn't even like I based my chorus off the original chorus. So like I don't know if I really count that as like songwriting, I guess. It was, but I feel like I really, really like stepped into it like once I like got out of like my first relationship. Okay. I think that was like when I hit like a whole like shit ton of inspiration. And I was like, wow, I really like writing off being hurt.
Oh wow. Take your how does it say? Take your broken heart and make it into art.
Yes.
It works a lot. And I think some of the best artists are vulnerable, and like they wrote their own songs and they know what they're talking about, which I was actually listening about Amy Winehouse. When she wrote a song, it was very like heartbreaking, but she was living it. It wasn't right. It was hers. And I see that with you too, that you write from your heart. And I can imagine that being very hard at times.
It can be. Yeah, as you think about like I said before, it's like, you know, you're putting yourself out there. So you're like, you know, if people are gonna like, everyone's always gonna have opinions, so someone's not gonna like it, but it's like you don't want to hear that, you know. No. So it's like, or you think also too, like when you're writing certain things, like I think about like, oh my god, if I put this out there, am I gonna hurt that person? Wow. Or like, is it gonna expose this person? Am I being too honest? Or like, you know, should I not say that? Is that going to offend some people? Has it? You know, so, not to my knowledge. I mean, some songs, I mean, like, that's my knowledge, at least not yet. I mean, there's songs that I've written that, you know, that are about people and about experiences that I feel like really only the people that were involved or So like, I think about that. You know, and I've had those certain people that are involved be like, you know, maybe you shouldn't write about that or whatever, or like, you know, be careful and like, or be careful on like how you talk about it, like after, because you don't want to like expose that person. And I'm like, well, you know, then don't fuck me over. Right. Don't break my heart. You don't want me to write about you. Don't break my heart. Don't hurt me. I'm a good person.
Wait, so they have actually DM'd you like, hey, I know this song is about me. Please stop.
No,
never.
No, thank God. At least not yet. I mean, I haven't, you know, I mean, because like I don't like openly like out it, so which is like the good thing. So I mean, like I feel like they either can suspect it's about them or just like be oblivious to it, you know. And I'm sure people are like that too. So
yeah, or maybe they feel special. They're like, oh my gosh, this song is about me. I'm so awesome.
Maybe I would hope they wouldn't be proud about like, I mean, maybe about the final product, but being about like what I write about. Right. It's like, would you want to like brag about that? I don't know, you know, but I mean, if someone wrote a song about me and like, it was like, he's a dick and like, you know, he did this and that, I'd be like, nope, that song is not about me. Like, you know, I would not want to hear that, you know, but everybody's different, I guess.
That's so interesting. Imagine you writing a song about someone and they being so hurt that they sue you.
I think Adele's ex-boyfriend did that. And like for 21. Yeah. Really? I didn't know that. Oh my God.
He was asking for money when they were going to release. I'm going to send you that article. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because it was written about him. And it's sort of like dumb. But anyway, wow. Very interesting. So how would you describe your music to somebody that has never heard you?
I would say I've always said the term pop soul, like even when I first started putting out music, but I feel like now I agree with it a lot more because I think I kind of have more of appreciation of both different types of genres. I've always liked pop music, but I feel like I've definitely appreciated pop music a lot more in the past year or two. And I think I've started to incorporate that more into my music. And then as far as the soul, like when I listen to R&B, I always look for the vocal production. I always love listening to like the harmonies and like all the stacks that are in it and how they place it and why they put it there. Like that always intrigues me when I listen to R&B music. And I kind of like, I've been trying to, and I've grown to like putting that in my music. And I think I'm trying to find, I don't know if I'm trying, because I feel like I am trying, but at the same time too, I feel like our styles are always changing. So I don't know if I'm trying to succeed in one certain way. I'm just doing with what feels right. And I've been really liking the fact of having like maybe like more upbeat tempos, or, you know, having things with like arpeggiated synths or like a nice bass line or anything like that to kind of give like a groove. But at the same time, still incorporating those R&B elements where it's either a run or a riff or having more of, like I said, those vocal stacks and those harmonies, you know, and because I feel like I've grown to like that with my voice. And, you know, so I feel like that's in everything that I've just said, pop soul.
Pop soul, love it.
Pop soul,
yes,
that's
I
it.
agree. I mean, I've listened to your music and I agree. Who makes your beats? You have beautiful beats, like wonderful.
Thank you.
And I just want to know who made those.
So for the first, for It Worked, was Wilson Malik. He made that one for me. That one was, I was like, I feel like that was kind of like a turning point, like when I got that and we started working on that, because I felt like it was just like, okay, wow, like this is like kind of like a new sound for me, and I feel like I'm kind of like falling into more what I want to do. Fading was, but I'm like, sorry, I don't know why I drew a blank for a second. I know who it was. I don't know why. Like, I was like, oh my God. Fading was by Nick D. He works at Love Potion Studios in Boca Raton.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes. And for Too Much, I actually had leased that one, which kind of like, I feel like always bugs me, because I try not to do that, because like I always want like things to be my own.
Right.
But like, you know, sometimes it's like, I just like want to write something, and like that, for some reason, that song, when I was going through stuff on YouTube and like I wrote to it, and I was like, wow, I was like, I really like this. I don't think I could see this on anything else. And I've remade beats of stuff that I've written to, so it's not like it's possible, but I just like, I was like, I want to keep this. So I got an unlimited lease for it, and that's, you know, yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, especially if like, you know, once it goes into like distribution, if like I were to be with a label and stuff. Luckily I'm not right now, but
so you're independent right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great, because you have freedom. You have freedom right now,
sure.
and to show somebody who will eventually be the record deal, maybe, if you want to.
Right.
So let's talk about Too Much, right? So you recently released the music video, which is great. I love that video. It's so awesome. It's like so good. Talk to me a little bit about that. So what made you write it, right? What is the song about? And how was working on the music video?
Too Much was really like a full like labor of love for me. I think like out of all the songs I've written so far, not even just with what I put out, just with songs that I've written, I feel like it's one that I appreciate the most. Because when I started writing it, I was writing it originally, I was trying a different writing style when I wrote that. And I was trying to not write from my personal experience. I was trying to write from like a perspective of somebody else. And I was like, I want to kind of write it off of like this, you know, this lover that is very clingy, and like, you know, they just like to push boundaries, and like, you know, they just don't know when no means no. And And as I wrote it, like I was like, oh, that's really cool. And like I would write these things. And like as I wrote it, I found myself relating to the person I was writing about, which is really odd. And then it started to tie me back into like my, my high school days. Like, I was still in the closet, and, like there was guys that I liked and stuff, and I would message them and want them to just give me attention and just give me that love that I didn't really have in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And, they either like wouldn't pay me no mind, or like they were just being really short with me, and they didn't really give me that attention that I always like yearned for.
Right.
And I kind of related to that as I wrote that song. And I really just like, as time progressed also too, like, I was writing about like, saying like Sanctified, the Calvin Kleins and stuff like that. And, like I had people tell me like, maybe you shouldn't write about that, because like, people might not want to listen to that and stuff. And I was scared. I was like,
Oh.
I want this to be out, because I feel like this is more authentically me, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking like from truth, even though it wasn't my intention when I started writing it. And
That's so
so
interesting.
it's really, really, really weird. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
now I'm more like eager to do like different stuff and really talk about like whatever I want.
I love
And
that.
it tied into the music video too. The music video was really hard for me to put out as well, because like it really had to, it
Mm,
was showing me like with a guy, and it was
yeah.
showing me like, and but like I wanted that video to also have a purpose behind it. I didn't want it to be like, okay, I'm just doing this just because the guy's in it. Like I wanted it to still have a story. I still wanted it to tie in with the song. And the music video really did again tie into what I had dealt with when I was younger, but
Mm-hmm.
in just more of an artistic form, So it and it's funny just to see like how like, some people were like, I don't know if you should do that. And like I feel
Wow.
like just to see how well received that
Oh,
song has
wow. It
been,
had like a
you
thousand
know?
views in 2 days
Yeah.
or
Yeah. And
3. I
it's
don't
like,
know. But it was like when I went, saw it,
mm,
800 views. And I'm like, what?
yeah.
That's incredible. Good for you. That just shows you people want to know about you, people want to hear you. And I think
Thanks.
sometimes, yes, it's scary to show yourself like transparently, honestly to the world. But I think we need more of that. And like I said, the best
Yeah.
artists are real and honest, and they do it even if they feel fear, because
Right.
it was beautiful, and it was very creative, and I love that video so much.
Oh,
um,
thanks.
so what are you working on now?
I I have a lot of things I feel like I'm trying to work on. I feel like I have such scatterbrain sometimes.
Same.
Um,
Yes.
I mean, my goal ultimately is to have an EP out, but I I'm very particular in like what I want, and I want to make sure that it comes out exactly like, I put a lot of thought. I'm not saying other artists don't, but I really try to like, sometimes to where it can be a little too much, to where
Mm-hmm.
like I need to kind of take a minute and like think about it. But I am working on some singles right now. I am looking to release some stuff soon. Um, I'm trying to work on other side stuff as well, working with other artists and stuff. I'm really just trying to just create. I just want to be able to create and just be authentic and have people see, my stories, and, have just like, just to see like how my music has impacted people just now with
Right.
these songs. I want to continue to do that. And I want to continue to just like make people feel free, or have people relate to something while they're still able to dance to it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of been like my mantra, my motto lately. I just want to like have stuff that can really touch people. And,
I really
yeah.
hope you keep doing it. I really hope you keep
Oh, I will.
doing your music, because I love it. You have fans. You
Thanks.
have fans.
Thank you.
So what's your dream collaboration right now? Like, who would you want to work with?
Damn. Um, huh. I don't want to sound basic, but I really would want to do one with Ariana Grande. I think just because like I've really like, again, like I've really, not just because she's an amazing singer, but I just love like the way she does her vocal production. I just really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I've really become like really infatuated with that, especially in like the creation process. Like that's my favorite part, is doing
Yeah.
like stacks and like harmonies. Like The lead's cool, but like that's, you know, so I think it'd be really cool to see like how we would kind of like tie that together.
Together, yeah.
I'm trying to think of like anything. I feel like I listen to so much, so I feel like it's just hard to pick like certain people. Oh man. I just want to work in general with people. Oh my God, it's so hard to think of it. I'm like
no,
put on
but
the spot. I'm
Ariana
stumped.
Grande for sure. That would be an amazing, dreamy collaboration with
I
her.
just feel like I have so much more. I feel like I have so much more options. I just can't think of it. But I'll get back to you. You can just put it on the video afterwards. No,
oh yes. Oh yeah, just send it to me with a little recording, like, hey, I remember. So
oh,
this is
man.
my last question before we go to the next segment.
Okay.
Don't mind that, please.
No, you're fine.
So have you performed live before?
Yes.
How many times? When was the last time you performed live?
The last time I performed live was like a couple months ago. It was for a live shooting for it was for an open mic. But
wow.
it was a good gig though. It was a good gig. It was for the city of Pompano. So
Oh.
they chose a couple of us to get you know, and they, you know, compensated us and stuff as well too, which is nice. But I'm trying to think of, I mean, I've been performing, but I haven't really been performing as of late. I feel like especially with COVID, I kind of like stepped back and I was like, all right, I want to kind of figure out where I want to be and what I want to kind of do as an artist. And I feel like I've kind of found more grounding on that. So now I think I'm ready to start performing again and getting back into, you know.
I want to see you perform live. So please let me know so that I can go see you, because I can just imagine your show. Oh my God. So yeah, we're going to go into ATM. ATM is at the moment. Okay, so this is a game of rapid questioning. So I'm going to ask you questions and you're going to go at the moment what you think, what happened in your mind, and then you just say it. So before we do that, I want you to give me a number from 5 to 20.
18.
18. You get 18 rapid questions.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I'm like 2.
Like 1. You couldn't pick 1. That's why I did it like this. I'm like, don't you dare pick 1 on me. So 5 to 20.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we're gonna start whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready. So who do you admire most?
My mother.
Oh, love it. Favorite snack?
Reese's.
Favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Last book you read?
Oh my God. It's been a while.
I don't read.
I'm ignorant. No.
Yeah, right. So no book?
In a while, I feel like I'm more like I've been doing articles and stuff like that, but not like any actual ones I've sat down and like read.
It's totally fine. I love articles too. So do you prefer morning, noon, or night?
I'm not a morning person. I would say more night. Yeah.
Night.
I get more stuff done at night. Yeah.
Okay. What's your nickname?
Oh my God. Some people call me like some Symon, or they say Symon, or somebody make jokes. Sometimes they'll be like Symon. I'm like, that's not cute.
Gosh, that is horrible.
I'm like, that's not cute. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Do you like your job?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do makeup and stuff as well in order to make money for my music. And it's still a part of art. So yeah.
Where do you work?
Bloomingdale's.
Where? Bloomingdale's. Love
Bloomingdale's. Yeah.
What do you believe in?
Yes. Myself.
Ooh, confident.
I have to. I'm still working on it, but that's what I'm living by.
Work in progress. What makes you the happiest?
When I'm creating.
Do you prefer to text or to talk?
Oh, girl, if you can text it to me, text it to me. I do not want to talk on the phone. I hate talking on the phone.
It's like, why are you calling me?
Oh my God, yes. Just text it to me. Send me a voice memo. I'll even do that.
I love voice memos. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. So who's your celebrity crush?
Damn, I don't even think I have one
Oh,
right now.
really? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I don't think I do.
Everyone has
I don't
one.
know. I know. I'm fucking weird. I don't think I have one right now.
You're not weird.
If
We
if
all
it
are.
fluctuates, yeah.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
I love salted caramel.
Oh,
That's so
yum.
good. Or
Mm-hmm.
cookie dough.
Do
Either
you
one.
prefer tea or coffee?
Tea for sure. I don't drink coffee.
Tapas or pasta?
What was it?
Tapas or pasta? Oh my God.
Pasta's good, even though it's not good for me.
Mm,
But yeah.
really? Okay. I
Yeah,
love
the red
pasta.
sauce.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
the red
heavy.
sauce.
It's a heavy one. Yeah.
Mm.
What would you, I'm so sorry about that. Can you
No, you're
turn my
fine.
phone? Okay. What would you fix about the world?
Um, their sense of perspective.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, paper or computer?
Damn. It's like both. I would say
Right.
paper more because I like writing things down. Like I feel like there's a lot of power behind that.
Same.
So
What's your middle name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas. I love
I
that
know.
name. Okay, and then last question of rapid ATM segment. What is your favorite city?
Right now, it's definitely New York City, Manhattan. That was
New
amazing.
York.
I miss it so much.
Me
It was
too.
amazing.
Me too. But I
Yeah.
miss like going back with a lot of people in the streets, like no
Yes.
cover up, craziness, the smell of garbage on the
Right.
floor and like pizza on the
Yes.
corner. That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. So anyway, thank you so
Mhm.
much for being here with me today. I loved asking you questions. I love knowing you more. Yeah, thank you for being in Live with
I
Friends.
enjoyed it.
You're such an incredible artist, and I cannot wait to see
Oh,
what you're
thank
going to
you.
do next. And also, I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to work with you because you're going to be part of the soundtrack of my next
Yes.
film, and that's
Yes.
huge. I'm super excited. So thank you. What advice would you give young up and coming singer songwriters?
I would say for sure, hone on your craft, practice your voice, take care of your voice. It's very important. Despite anything, that's the first thing that's going to make you money, not your looks. On top of that, believe in yourself, be authentic with yourself. Don't listen to what anybody tries to tell you to not do for yourself. Just be you. That's the best thing I could say. And invest in yourself. That's it. Invest in yourself.
And
yeah.
I love that, you know, it just reminded me of those people that were like, are you sure you want to do that? And you did it. And it was a hit, like Too Much.
Right.
One of my favorite songs ever.
Right.
And it's incredible. I'm just super happy for you. So thank you so much for being with me again. And I can't wait to talk to you again.
I was so happy that you asked me to.
Oh my gosh, what?
I enjoyed it.
I was like, yes.
I enjoyed it.
I was like, for the soundtrack to interview you, I want to know you more. So like, go. And shout out to my little baby, Crystal.
Yes. Yes. Shout out to Crystal. Yes. Love her. My bestie.
We were like, love her. Okay. So love you so much. And I'll see you soon.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.